pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Paul Road Elementary School. Mr. Hens, would you like to come up and say hi?
Hi.
Well, that was even better.
Thank you. Good evening, Superintendent Daly and members of the Board of Education. I'd like to welcome you on behalf of the students and staff of the school to Paul Road Elementary School for this evening's annual meeting of the Board of Education. Our presentation tonight, we thought outside the box. We drew outside the lines, and what we thought would be best was an idea that came for two reasons. One, the elementary principals, and in fact all the teachers right now, are trying to wrap their heads around how to hold or host a Meet the Teachers / open house night in a virtual world. And so one of the things that we're sadly aware of each day is that parents, because of the pandemic, parents can't come in and out of the building as they once upon a time did 10 months ago. And certainly, they can't pack this auditorium or this Panther Cafe, which would normally be holding about 140 parents on any given Meet the Teacher night, to start the tour of the school. So Mr. DeBreu, who's standing back there in the back by Iva Petrosino, he'll be running some video. We're going to do two things tonight. We're going to share with you kind of a draft, if you will, a draft video of what we're sharing with parents. Remotely next Tuesday and Thursday evenings are the Meet the Teacher nights in all Gates Child Elementary schools. So I thank my mentor and colleague friend Carol Stem when I was scratching my head saying, what should we be doing for Meet the Teacher night? And Carol, in one of her pearls of wisdom, says, what would you always do? Welcome everyone to Meet the Teacher night. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So that's what we did. And we took a little bit of a liberty. We went out, Sean and I did a little bit of quick recording this yesterday afternoon. And we want you folks to be able to see the guests to Paul Road as well as our board members to see what Paul Road looks like during the school day. Not many people can come in that aren't employees and see our students engaged, see what our students do with masks, and see how they're functioning in a public school during the time of a pandemic. So indulge me as we give you this 5-minute video presentation of what a typical day, unrehearsed, very unplugged at Paul Road School looks like. Mr. D, thank you. You're welcome.
New or returning to Paul Road? Well, we're glad you're here. For more information, check out gatesthailand.org. You'll find it under the schools tab. You'll find information about our school, including calendars, classroom websites, and more.
A great way to volunteer and stay connected is to join our Paul Road School and Family Association.
For a glimpse into school life and to get the latest updates, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Hello, Mr. D. And Mr. Hens here. Welcome. We want to thank you for being part of our Board of Education meeting tonight at Paul Road School. And we wanted to give you a little update on how our school year is going so far.
And the best people to show you how the school year is going is the students. So let's go take a look.
This is Danny's class, and we're going to show you around the classroom and what it looks like. Hi, I'm here in Miss Humphrey's class doing my morning work, reading a book. Hi, I'm doing morning work and math is awesome. So today I'm reading this book called Vanessa's Butterfly, and I haven't read it yet, but it sounds really fun. Hey, we're in Mrs. Touchdown's class, we're heading into class. Hey, Mrs. Touch is going over the schedule today.
Can you tell me something that you like about school this year? Something that you like about school this year.
Upload it in a second, but if you already know how to do that, you're gonna see that I created a leaf drawing folder, okay?
It's when they get to go on the bus.
Oh, you like the bus?
I would say, how Danny is.
Yeah.
I really like to draw. I like it that again. I feel like I like that I'm in second grade because I get more education. I learn it. Now we have to say 6 feet.
That was awesome. Great
I
job.
want to thank Sean DeBray, our assistant principal, Paul Road, who clearly has an edge on technology. He put that pretty much all together himself. Okay, maybe some of it was just a little bit scripted, guilty. But I hope you take away that it was random bits. There were times there that Sean just literally handed over his cell phone device and let kids film themselves and walk around. That kids felt, the children feel natural, that they're engaged. You saw, whether you break down that video, you would have seen a push-in art class, you would have seen push-in library, you would have seen kids reading, you would have seen an AIS teacher doing an assessment, you would have seen PE, you would have seen recess. There was snack time, so pretty much everything that we normally do is there. As the kids told you themselves, they were a little bit different this year, but that's what we're going to be sharing with parents coming into teacher night. So thank you very much. If you have any questions or feedback about the video or any questions that you saw, I'd be happy to entertain them.
Okay, thank you very much,
Thank you.
Mr. Hens. Yep. Moving on to GC Pride Awards.
It's a good thing I don't like to public speak.
I feel you on that one.
She's so nervous. God bless her. So again, I'd like to welcome our visitors and our board members tonight. A tradition that we began last year, and I remember it like yesterday because it still pops up on my social media feed of myself and the superintendent, and also a Paul Road graduate who herself is now our PTA president. Won the very first GC Pride Awards for us. And when Mrs. Dowd and the superintendent contacted me to be thinking about who should be the recipient of the GC Pride Award for this board meeting, I didn't think more than 10 seconds. Teaching and running a school under a pandemic really has stretched everyone. Everyone in the community, parents, kids, teachers, volunteers, board members like yourselves. And when I think about how pandemic teaching has altered what everybody does, it certainly has altered what we do to keep kids safe and healthy and how we keep track of that. And I know that there is a wonderfully complex screening system that Dr. Irving maintains lovingly each day. And if that doesn't work or has a hiccup, we have two wonderful ladies who are in the health office, ready to receive kids. And what did the one boy say today? Are you going to tase me with that thing? Second grade boy, was awesome. And so I want to share this award with two people today. It would be Mrs. Cynthia Cole, our school nurse. Come on up, Mrs. Cole. I know she's so bashful right now. Mr. Cole can stay in the back, that's okay. Are you sure? And Mrs. Banfield is our school health office aide. Come on, it's okay. So this is a dynamic duo. I think it was our superintendent in one of his recent visits that cursed me by telling the nurse that she is, quote, legendary, unquote. It's something that Mrs. Cole reminds me of every single day that the superintendent said about her. Thanks, Chris. But kidding aside, I can't think of two more wonderful, more compassionate, more professional ladies to sit in the health office during the pandemic. We all sat together in the days just before students arrived, none of us having any idea what it would look like and how the kids were going to come in and what the parent phone calls were going to be like and how to gain parents' confidence and trust. And Cynthia's on the phone constantly with parents at Banfield. If there's a hiccup in the Qualtrics screening system, which virtually never happens, Teresa's there with the infrared scanner to take a quick temperature. So thank you both. And I can't think of two people, Mrs. Banfield, who's been a Gates Child Eye employee for decades, literally. And Mrs. Cole, this is what? You're number 2. So what a team, and I'm very, very grateful. So on behalf of the staff at Paul Road School and the superintendent, I'd like to present the GC Pride Awards to Mrs. Teresa Banfield, a proud Gates Child Eye parent, by the way, correct? Oh, indeed. And was it just Gates or Child Eye back then? Did we merge? Just checking. Right. We'll talk about that. And Mrs. Cynthia Cole. So thank you both for everything you do. How about turning and taking a nice photo out?
Oh, yes. Thank you, everyone. That's my last presentation.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well, thanks.
Kids are good?
Everyone's doing good. Yeah, everything on our team.
Awesome.
Thank you, Mr. Hens. You did such a great job. We might call you back for an encore later.
No problem.
Okay.
Here they are.
Shit.
All right. Agenda changes, Mr.
Yes,
Daly.
sir. We added the MOA from Wayne Central regarding our hockey merger.
Okay. And that is the sum and substance? of
Yes,
our
sir.
things? All right, thank you very much.